Especially second some people.
Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood.
Loving each other.
I'll find our Anna Brock and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or this one, we're going to go with Zoe and Jason. Shout out to the old heads. Y'all remember Zane Books, Addicted? Remember that book, Addicted?
Nope.
You don't remember Zane?
No.
Zane is erotica
Oh,
black
I do
legend.
know Zane.
She got all the books. So Addicted is her first book. Then she got like the Sex Chronicles. Then she got like the Fraternity and Sorority one. Then she was a Showtime or Cinemax.
Yeah.
Where she got like the Zane Chronicles.
You know what? I did rub one or two out.
Oh my God. Wait. Stop.
What?
You're going too far. The children listen.
Oh.
A little bit. Well, I wanted to highlight them, y'all, because y'all know Zane done came on back.
Yeah, she did.
She got a podcast called Purple Panties.
Or the thing is, I don't know if Zane and he or
It's a woman.
A man or a woman.
It's a woman.
Oh, okay.
A black woman. A super conservative looking black woman. You know who it looked like?
What?
No, I ain't gonna do that.
Condoleezza Rice.
No, I was gonna say, what's the one who in HUD? Ben Carlson wife.
Oh, let me see.
She done got a little makeover, so she looked a little less holier. But when you be seeing her, she like this calm older black lady.
Oh.
No, she done lost some weight, so she don't even look like that no more.
Oh.
But now type in Ben Carson wife. Am I ridiculous? See, look, there she go. Type in Ben Carson wife.
Oh, I already know what Ben Carson wife would look like.
Now type in her. Now show what Ben Carson wife look like.
Okay.
Ben Carson wife might be thing. But I just wanted to highlight her, right? Because she's one of our literary icons.
You are ridiculous.
And who don't know about a Zane? I'm happy she coming back. I also want to stand for Zane because before there was 50 Shades of Grey, there was Addicted and it was the Sex Chronicles and all that stuff. Right? I want Zane to get her play. I need some of her books to become. I know, who was it? Boris Kojo made the Addicted, but I wanted to go big screen because I think her due diligence needs to be given. You remember the Sex Chronicles on Skinemax?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and it was black people of color. The stories was good. They made sense.
Yeah.
I was there for it. She did it in our voice.
Exactly.
I'm going to check out these Black Panty podcasts. Let me not say what I think it's about, but.
Oh, Black Panties.
It's about purple panties.
Oh.
That's what it's about. And I'm going to listen to it for y'all. I'll give y'all a review of the purple panties.
It might be. Never mind.
When you listen to stuff like that, not at work.
Oh.
Like when you going for a run or at night?
I don't know. Shit, it might get me. Never mind.
Like I'm gonna find time. I guess just in my bed if I go to bed, before I go to sleep.
Yeah, you might need to rub one out, and then you just go.
Why are you so nasty?
What?
I don't think people listening to podcasts to do that.
You don't know that.
Well, is that what you do? Are there other sets focused podcasts?
Yeah, that's a bunch of them.
Like, any of you would like to let the folks know about besides Purple Panties?
No, I'd rather keep it myself. I don't want y'all niggas to know my kinks. They gotta be judging me. You know, when the black community is not really
they ain't ready for the sexual liberation yet. We getting closer though.
Y'all not really accepting to sexual.
Yeah, you know, when it comes to like that spectrum and the sexual fluidity, blacks, we're not all the way there yet. We're coming to it though. We're getting to that. Check out the Purple Panties, y'all. I'm gonna check out Purple Panties to support Zane. It got to be good.
Okay.
Anywho, who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nayam.
And this is episode 288.
Why Neil act like he forget every week?
Because, man.
It's taking us a minute to get to this 300.
Yes.
I feel like we've been doing the same. And we doing the same episode over and over.
I feel like we are in, what was that? Not Hamster Day. I can't even think of the damn movie now.
Oh, when you just keep reliving the day.
Groundhog Day.
Keep reliving the same episode over and over again. I guess when we get into 290s, it'll feel a little quicker.
Yeah, we need to hurry up, get to 300.
What? You feel like we in this, not rut or, I don't know.
It's like I'm running in peanut butter.
Oh my God, Neil. What is all your analogies?
What?
My check-in.
Yeah,
shout out to The Read. Their live podcast or like their late night show, I would say, premiered this week on Fuse. I watched the first one. It's just, they were some of the originators of like this podcast life, especially when it came to like black people and social media and politics and pop culture. So just shout out to them. I will say I want them to have a live audience. It's something, I think this is a me thing because I also gave somebody else feedback. It was a state of the culture. I gave them the same feedback. It's like weird silences that I don't know what to do with.
I agree.
And I don't like that. I want them to have a live audience.
It's like that studio silence when like they're throwing a joke, but there's nobody there to laugh. and I guess you supposed to
Nobody
laugh
can catch
yourself,
it. Yeah.
or like So and sometimes they'll go right, do the joke, and like keep moving and don't give people time to like really like
Process
let
it.
it sit in and laugh.
Yeah.
And if you had a live audience, you'll have that automatic response
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
To have that.
That's my only thing.
Yeah.
I think I want them to have a live audience. I think that would be lit.
I think all these shows, truthfully, State of the Culture,
Yeah.
this Power Confidential bullshit.
No, Power Confidential just bad.
No, they need a live
They
audience.
just
Like
bad.
all these shows need
Yeah.
like a live audience, and they need to be like the Love and Hip Hop reunions and have somebody like having the crowd
And they
there,
be like, ooh.
Yeah. and clapping and like interacting, because it's not like it's that studio silence, and it almost feels a little awkward.
Yeah, land weird.
Mm-hmm.
When I noticed stuff, I'm like, yeah, that is funny, but it just
just lands weird. Yeah,
But I'm even trying to feel how does it even feel different from when it's on the podcast? Because the podcast they don't have an audience.
because I would say it's different because you got to put on a different way than on the podcast, right? Like the podcast is just going through their ears, so you don't have to worry about like visuals and things of that sort. So like just sitting there and sitting in front of the camera and like reading off a teleprompter does something different than like us just talking.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I personally think.
But y'all check it out. It's on Fuse. And, just shout out to them, right? Them coming all this way and doing that. I just want to give them their kind of flowers while they're still, in the middle of it. And it's only week 2. So make sure y'all check it out. I don't know. It's Fuse, 11 p.m.? Google it. Y'all know to come on up. Because I actually watched it on YouTube and, like, streamed it and everything. Other than that, just a lazy weekend, as Niram hates for me to have. He gets angry. He's like, you're in the bad. I was like, I did everything you've asked me to do and some. So why are you angry? Nero?
Because I feel like I just feel like I'm doing a lot of moving and shaking.
But
and
what
you
have
just-
I not accomplished that I said I was going to accomplish?
I just don't like your ass to be laying down luxuriating.
Because I work my ass off Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, I'm not luxuriating. Or you think I luxuriate then too?
Maybe.
Just a lazy weekend, y'all. I didn't, speaking of Nero and he's my so-called laziness, I don't get all the things I want to accomplish, but that's just personal stuff I have to do. But things that we said as a family and a couple always get those things done. Anywho, what's going on with you, Nero?
Shout out to Elliot Kipacha. I think it's his last name.
Sorry. Can you do that sentence again?
Shout out to Elliot. His name is Elliot Kipacha. No, Kipoch. I can never get his last name. I can't never get his last name together.
Pochi?
Kipochi. I thought it was like Kipachi.
Oh, okay.
Kipachi.
Okay.
He is a bad motherfucker. As a marathoner, I watched it in the wee hours of the night. The first marathoner ever to run under 2 hours.
That's crazy. How do you break that down by mile?
I think he had to run somewhere like a 4-minute mile or something like that.
And not even doing because people can do 4-minute, 5-minute miles, but doing a 4 or 5-minute mile consistently for 26 miles. That's it.
The thing is, this dude broke this record. It's a world record. However, it's not going to be accounted. So I think that's interesting.
Oh, Niram, please inform me. Why?
So it's not going to be counted because the same running institute, the International Athlete Association Federation or something like that.
What?
The one, the running federation that's going against Caster Semenya.
Kinda.
They the same ones who's like, we ruling against this. And the reason they ruling against this is a few things. The fact that he had like 50, like I want to say it was like 50 pacers or 36 pacers to help do that.
What do you mean pacers?
So he had
break it all the way down. Oh, sorry, I got the hiccups. Break it all the way down.
So watching it, he had like pacers, right? So what they saying is irregular to what a regular marathon would be.
Okay.
Like running an official marathon race. And the reason why is that, so one of the things that, Naomi, you probably haven't seen, so he had these pacers. He had 5 people. He had always had 5 people in front of him and 2 people behind him.
Okay.
And that was for like aerodynamics.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's nice. Uh-huh.
As well as they had a trail car, or not trail car, a car in front of them that displayed lasers to let them know like where exactly they needed to be at all times.
Wow.
Yeah. So while it's a great feat, but the white man ain't gonna let you just celebrate.
But he ran it.
Yeah, he did.
So
He
it's
did.
against the rules to have pacers and where folks to tell you where to be. But he ran it though.
Yeah, but what they're saying is it is irregular to the traditional like
Whites and traditions
marathon thing. I was trying to
to the
find a
white
picture.
status quo.
Yeah, I was trying to find a picture about like how he had these like 5 pacers
I think
in
I've
front
seen the
of him.
people in front of him. They were like upside down triangles around
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
It was like it's like the Mighty Ducks V.
yeah.
So he had that those 5 people in front of him. Then he had 2
This
people
person's
behind him.
black, y'all.
Yeah. And what they did was create this aerodynamic. So this V like stopped the wind resistance to coming to him.
Yeah.
Like, it came to the 5 people in front of him and kind of diversed out like that V.
Yeah.
And then the 2 people behind him made it.
So he won't fall back.
No, it's not even that. It created like a vacuum. It created like an air vacuum.
Wow.
So that he had no wind resistance and no drag.
Oh. Wow. Science.
It is science.
So they saying that's cheating.
More or less. More or less.
Well, show me the rule where it say you can't do that. I hope this young man fight against that.
I don't think he is because I think they told him beforehand like what it was going to be, and he's like, "Fuck it, we still going to do it anyway."
Colonizers love changing the finish line, don't they?
Yeah, because that's what they were saying. It's like it was like more or less assistant, and also what they were saying is that so they had like people on bikes helping like bring water to these pacers and everything else, and basically what they're saying was all more or less irregular, quote unquote. But it was still a feat to be
He
had.
still
though.
ran it. They acting
Yeah.
like he was on roller skates.
But the thing is, Elliot is a bad motherfucker anyway. Cause
That's
this
to say
nigga-
he done did it once. I'm sure he can do it now.
His ass done broke so many world records. It's fucking ridiculous anyway. His last world record, he did it alone at Berlin Marathon. Was it last year? He ran it in 2 hours and 1 minute and some change.
Oh, so he's already done it really kind of.
Yeah.
How much earlier did he finish with all these people?
It came to 1:59:40 something. 1:59:40. So the thing was, it was this whole thing is no human has ever ran a marathon faster than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So like trying to break this whole 2 hour barrier was this like thing that him, Nike, and everything else, like this is not his first time trying to attempt it.
Yeah.
Like trying to run a marathon in faster than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I just pulled up this picture. So you see how like they got this V, and this is what I'm talking about. All these people
They
here,
catch the wind.
they catch the wind,
Oh, it's a colonizer up there.
and then the 2 people behind him catches the drag. So it creates this vacuum of like no wind resistance, or theoretically like no wind resistance, in front of like with him.
Yeah.
So that means that he can run at his pace and theoretically have like less fatigue on his body because you don't have to worry about wind
Pushing
resistance.
against it.
Yeah, and like gravity and
Where
things
was
of
this
that
at?
sort.
Chicago?
No, this wasn't Chicago. I forgot where this was at. But he had like all these people.
Wow.
So he had all these people help him.
Takes a village.
So and that's more or less what the
Wow, the shave off, what was that 3 minutes?
yeah
I mean, I guess that's still a lot. That's the whole last mile.
yeah. And so he averaged 4 minutes and 30 seconds, 34 seconds per mile.
Oh, wow. I don't know what else to say.
He's a bad motherfucker.
I don't know what I can do in 4 minutes and 34 seconds. I think I can maybe go a quarter of a mile.
I think what was interesting is how they switched off because like he had like,
'Cause
like
they
I said,
came-
a
and they
team
did-
of 30 or whatever, a team of 40 or something like
that
that.
they couldn't even keep the pace, just do it like that the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So even there, they were talking about to reduce aerodynamic resistance. The event organizers decided to have 5 pacers. They also had like that pace car that projected a laser system to show where pacers should run, so they can always keep up.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations to him and his whole team and his whole squad. What's his next marathon? He gonna show up and stun at that.
Yeah.
It's okay. He's gonna get this under 2. He will get this sub 2 hours. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
He
So
will
break
get
into-
this sub 2 hour. It's just a matter. It's not if. It's a matter of
When.
fucking when. So
'Cause-
stay tuned, kiddies.
Because the thing is, he already holds the world record. Like
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
telling you,
This man's gonna get it. He don't need his 5 fucking pacers.
this
he's
nigga
gonna get it.
has the world record for 2 hours, 1 minute, and 39 seconds.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. I believe it. Just stop. Never mind. I was about talking about oppression. Never mind. Congratulations.
But it was a feat to be seen. Like that 2 hours, like I was hyped.
Was he even sweating?
Yes, a little bit.
A little.
A little bit.
Like, how do you even get to that point where, like, you aim for things like 5-minute miles? Like, what is the average amount of time people take to run miles? Like 8 to 10 minutes?
So yeah, 8 to 10 minutes is almost like elite level status.
Yeah, and he ran it in 4.5.
But it's not like first place status.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking of an average Joe Smo who about to go run a first marathon. And you're like, oh, one of my goals is to get to a mile, and like your quickest mile, you want to be, what would that be? 12 minutes?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, and he just ran his in 4.5.
Yeah, because like you gotta remember, like 8 to 10, almost like I want to say that 6 to 10 marker, depending on how old you are.
Yeah.
It's almost like Boston qualifier. So, like, that becomes like super fast.
Maybe 12 to 15 minutes, I'm thinking then.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Wow. Well, shout out to him, because I don't think I've done a mile under 16 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my quickest mile. 16 minutes, honey.
Yeah. So, also the other thing is this motherfucker did this after running a marathon in Berlin.
Mile. That's why I say I think he can get it. Like, I don't think this man has been pushed to like his very ends. Mm-hmm. He can do it. He's gonna stun on someone. What's his next marathon?
I don't know.
Stunting on their asses.
I don't know. He don't run many races because he's like sponsored by Nike and like everything else that he's
Nike
well, also that he don't need to run as many races. Like he's pretty much pick and choose, and like he can train for that. So for this whole Breaking 2, like he trained, I want to say it was 5 months for this. So imagine like it's almost like I don't even know, like imagine like a montage of like all the training like he did, you know, all the science that went behind it, you know, to figure out like lactic acid thresholds and like trying to like reduce that, to this whole thing about aerodynamics, to think with Nike, what they've been doing with their shoes and how
oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like they
trying to make it light and stuff.
Yeah, like make it lighter but still had cushion.
Yeah. And
like this is where like the whole notion of carbon fiber being put into the shoes.
What's those little beads are?
It's more or less like a plate.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So it's a plate and it's carbon fiber, so it's a little bit more rigid, so it can like reduce the shock that's on it, but also give you a little bit more bounce back.
Yeah.
So like the amount of science that it took to
get there,
to shave off
3 minutes or 2. We'll round up 3 minutes.
Yeah, more or less. It's crazy.
Would take me 3 minutes to get out of bed. I told you, especially since I've been working out, it's a new level of respect I have for athletes, because it just wouldn't even. Nope, wouldn't be across my list. Well, shout out to them.
Yeah,
him and his whole team.
Yeah,
in my head, you hit the record.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuck them.
But yeah, them bitches.
Them colonizers tried it.
They are. They crafty.
That's crafty.
They crafty.
That ain't the norm, nigga. He ran it. They need me on the committee. He ran it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, science is real. You want to say that when these niggas was out here? Never mind. Getting off that juice.
It's crazy.
Now we can't use science lasers. Other niggas running the wind. I know some folks out there looking at using that juice. I see it in their eyes. I'm sorry, Darren. What else is going on?
You see it in their eyes. What it look like?
I remember watching some of them Boston marathoners, some folks who be coming in the first few finish line. They be looking crazy. They be looking crazy eyed. I know I'm not the only one who think that.
You sure it ain't because they ran 26 miles?
Nah.
As hard as possible.
Crazy eyes. What else is going on with you, Darren?
When the last time you seen me finish a marathon and you seen my eyes?
Don't do that. Oh. Are you trying to say I'm not going to support your finish line?
No, I'm just asking.
It's been a minute.
Oh.
Sometimes you have crazy eyes, too. You and all your friends be having crazy eyes. Like, I feel like when everybody comes to the finish line of the marathon, they be like, what day is it? Where do we go?
Well, fucking run 26 miles and just
water?
all those. Yes.
Banana.
Yes.
I can only. What would I be like at the end of a finish line of a marathon?
Shit, fuck up.
I would be dramatic.
Fuck a marathon, a 5K.
What are you trying to say? What's your personal record for 5K?
Oh, my personal best?
Oh, your personal best for 5K. What's your number?
Actually, let me look it up on Instagram.
Quickly. This is a podcast.
Oh, well, they can find out in a minute too. Shit.
Child. Because what I'm about to tell you is I'm going to beat that on my first try.
Shit. You ain't beat nothing on your first try.
Whatever your personal record is for 5K, I'm gonna beat it on my first try.
I doubt it.
What is it?
I'm about to tell you.
Don't make no shit up.
I ain't gonna make no shit up.
Just
But I
don't
doubt
be
you
out
gonna
here.
do
What's
it.
that man run 4 minutes? Don't say 12 minutes.
No. 36:29.
Not a problem. 36:29.
Yep.
I'll run it at 36:25.
You a damn lie.
How mad would you be? My first one.
I won't be mad, but I doubt you can do it.
What would you be? Salty?
I'll be surprised.
You
if
should
anything.
say happy.
I'll be surprised.
That's that cancer. You wouldn't be happy for me.
Yeah, I'll be happy for you, but I'll be more surprised than anything.
What you gonna do for me?
What you mean? Well, I gotta do something for you.
Cause just to show you who. What's
To
your
show
other
you
check-in? What's your other check-in?
So when you gonna try this?
Don't
Because
worry
you're gonna
about
pass
it.
out
I'm not gonna pass.
with your kaleidoscope vision having.
I get kaleidoscope vision, y'all, when I be working out. That blood get to running.
Man, you talking about you gonna beat my personal best?
Child, my trainer be having me on that what's that? I be on that treadmill, y'all, and I be at incline 15, going 3 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard.
It is.
Guess who do it 15 minutes?
Who?
Me.
Oh, congratulations.
Guess what? I also be on
What?
the rower on 12.
Oh.
Only do that for 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And guess what else?
What else?
I do the treadmill. I mean the Stairmaster.
Oh, for how long?
3 minutes, but I take a break
Oh,
every minute.
that's what's up.
Ooh, the Stairmaster hard.
Guess what I do?
Nira, what's the rest of your check-in?
Guess what I do?
What's the rest of your check-in?
Run 40 miles a week.
How long it take you?
Days.
Come on, what's going on? I am gonna beat your record though.
No, you're not.
Put that on the record. Put that on the record.
The thing is, this record, you gotta remember, I'm still running. So this record might get broken at my next race. Then what?
We'll wait till that
Okay.
make believe day comes.
Ain't no make believe. I fuck around and pull a 30-minute 5K on that ass. What you gonna
Do
do?
you want to race to see who can get to a 30-minute 5K first?
Sure.
Who wins? The next person who get the 5K first pay for the next vacation. And I don't do cheap vacation.
Okay.
How you feel about that? I'm trying to segue Neil into his Marie Kondo, his finance.
What? You think you slick? You think you slick?
How that's gonna work? You got any more updates for us, Nero? Go ahead. Tell us about Marie Kondo in your life.
I'm over here. So the other thing I don't like is how I'll be working and I'll be sitting in bed, cuddling up with Mabel, looking at me when her ass need to be doing the same damn thing.
No, that's the pressure you put on yourself.
It ain't the pressure.
I do need to clean my closet,
Yes, you
but
do.
is it a priority? Fuck no.
That closet is
Fuck
fucking
no.
ridiculous.
My closet this is the worst it's ever been in my life. But my goal is to get it done for Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So I got about 4 or 5 days.
This closet is ridiculous.
My
y'all.
closet is the most messiest place in the house right now.
I've never seen so many shoes, so many clothes, whatever. So much so that now we bought a pack of hangers.
I just bought hangers.
And I'm like, Naomi, you have to stop buying hangers and get rid of some of this shit. It'll fit. Yeah, fit line. So now I went ahead and I Marie Kondo my damn closet. I was like, you know what? I got something for that
You're
ass.
trying to lead by example.
Yes, I am. And so I went ahead and I cleaned up my closet. I took out most of the shit. Well, some of the shit was already new, so I already knew it was gonna bring joy in my life. But I brought out everything else that was questionable. Tried it on, looked in the mirror, and asked Naomi what she thought, and decided if I was gonna keep it or not. And I did that and did a big ass 40 gallon garbage bag full of clothes.
You donating that? Or
Yeah.
Is all that stuff donatable or you have to get rid of something?
No, I think most of it is donatable,
Good. Yeah.
especially like all the dress shirts.
Yeah. The dress shirts be very good. I almost want you to almost separate that out because I know you're going to the Goodwill, but sometimes they have particular organizations that focus on like men who are like interviewing and stuff like at the church that is going to, sometimes at the Goodwill, honey, the process of getting them clothes to the floor, who knows? But at church and stuff, you get a little quicker to people who need it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
The thing is, Men's Warehouse do like something like that. We can donate.
Like the dress stuff, like
dress
t-shirts and jeans, fine. Let the Goodwill go through it. They can take their time. But some of the dress shirts, like some folks need, like it's expensive to have dress clothes. And like if you're preparing for interview, if you need to prepare for something. So I'm always worried about that. Like when I donate clothes, I'll donate it. But if I have any like work clothes or like blazers and dresses, I try to be particular about that so folks can get access to it quickly. Yeah. Especially me being a thicker girl too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a nice size range that people are like, yeah, You go to my size for the Goodwill, you ain't got much, honey.
Yeah, you know, I'm on king size base status, so you know.
Oh. I'm at an in between.
Oh.
So I'm at the weird that I can go plus or I can go standard size. So sometimes those like the 12, 14s, 16s, those gonna be hard sizes to keep.
So I did that, went through my finances because, you know, I got this new job, so, you know, I got to do grown-up things. And, you know, it wasn't the best, but I did it.
Neron was trying to live his best life. He
Oh,
ain't like the way
surely
I
was.
you know, the way I don't know if I do it the most traditional for a budget, but I just like list everything, best case scenario, and I just let the numbers start talking. Because sometimes people try to pre-do it and fix the numbers. I was like, no, just let the numbers talk.
I just know when it's all said and done, $175 to my name. I'm ready to get another job.
I told Niram that you need to know where every penny goes. I was like, do you understand where every penny of your check go? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, you need to know where every penny goes and be very clear on that. And we know where every penny goes now.
When it's all said and done, I only had $75.
Unaccounted for. And that's fine. You're going to throw that unaccounted for in the rainy day fund. Boom. Ain't that what you like?
Is your living in vain?
And then he was like, well, how do you break? Because, you know, I believe in multiple savings accounts. Like, I have a savings account for vacation. I have a little savings account for, like, clothes, Mabel, and all that. But before I start dipping it or creating those types of separate savings, I always make sure my emergency fund is where it needs to be. And honestly, since I'm in Silicon Valley, you know, emergency fund is anywhere between 6 to 8 months of my pay. I'm still stacking that, honey. So that's taking a minute to even get that little account where it need to be before I even start doing other shit.
Yeah.
That's been a reality check in Silicon Valley compared to living in white ass New England or Michigan, where I feel like I could stack that account easier. But out here, I'm gonna be like, keep adding, honey.
Sure
Not
is.
there yet.
Nope.
How y'all doing about budgeting and finances as we going into this fourth quarter? I know some of y'all got children. Hopefully y'all already done saved up for these Christmas gifts.
What you want for Christmas?
Child, we grown. I think that's one of the benefits of being a dink, ain't it? Christmas every day.
Oh.
I just buy what I want.
Oh.
Is that ridiculous? Should we talk about that?
Oh.
Niram and I probably are bad about that. We don't buy each other as many gifts as we used to. I think we just buy things when we want them. But isn't that the benefit of being dinks, double income, no kids?
Absolutely.
I don't necessarily have to, like, even us, what's our limit? We don't really even reach out to each other. If it's over $500, we'll send a text. But anything under $500 or under, you just go do it.
Yeah. True that.
Maybe we need to think about gifts. I don't know. What would I mean, you can surprise me with something if you want. You can give me you want to give me a Cartier love bracelet? Let's drop 10 stats on me real quick.
You know what?
It's 10 stats.
I might drop a paycheck on you.
That paycheck is not going to cover. That might cover a ring, honey. Niram's trying. Don't let Niram gas y'all up on here. We thinking he's spending all this money. He cheap.
Surely.
You remember with Teen Mom when Gary and Amber was at Kmart and he was going by that ring? I wonder, do they ever get embarrassed by that? You remember that?
Yes.
He was like, "You can get any ring you want." It's
It's just
Kmart.
Kmart.
I hope I can.
Most of the shit is already Cubic Zirconia.
Under 100 and layaway. I hope I can get what I want.
Let me see if I can get this Cartier love bracelet on layaway for you.
I don't think Cartier have love layaways for you.
Oh, that ain't that bad.
What?
I thought it was 10 stacks. It ain't 10 stacks.
The one I want.
Oh.
No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Oh.
Cartier love bracelets.
Oh, you talking about this one here? You fucking the one you need a key to get it off, the screwdriver.
I think all of them you need a key.
That's how poor I am.
But I don't know. How do y'all do with
I'm about to
gifts
get you
and
this
stuff?
one here. That's $1,200.
The only one, because I feel like when we do gifts, the only people we buy gifts for is what our parents and our godkids.
Yeah.
Other than that, what did we even buy gifts last Christmas? We do more experiences because I'm thinking of anniversary and birthdays.
Yeah.
It's more like things we go do.
Mm-hmm.
But physical gifts, I don't know, Nero. Maybe we need to check ourselves about that. What you think?
The thing is, we always get what we ever want.
Yeah.
Like, why I gotta wait till Christmas to get what I want?
I'm talking about gifts, though.
I know though, but like the thing is,
Gifts aren't necessarily always what you want. It's about a surprise and delight. There's nothing wrong with a little magic moment, surprise and delight.
I got you perfume.
You got me who?
Perfume.
Okay, but that's not really surprise and delight, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about. Oh, let's put a pin in this. Let's talk about because I think that's a part of a relationship that's important. You should still be surprising and delighting and creating magic moments for your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that look like? And I think a way to do that is through gifts.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a Cartier or Tiffany like jewelry or anything, but you can still do surprise and delights.
Yeah, you could.
2020, should that be our thing?
Well, surprise and delight.
Quiet, Mabel.
Yeah, I guess Mabel said yeah.
Mabel said, "Can I get some surprise and delights here?"
Mabel always getting surprise and delight.
2020 surprise and delights.
Every time her ass see our ass eat. I don't know.
Oh, can y'all hear Mabel barking? Y'all let us know. Send us an email. Anyway, what else you got going on there?
That's about it.
Yeah.
Allocated my finances. I only got $74. It's unaccounted for. Thanks, Naomi.
Nah, they ain't about to be. Hold on, I'm gonna kill
Motherfucking
Mabel.
Nabel.
I'm gonna kill Mabel. Mabel.
Thanks a lot, Naomi. So I first, nigga was balling out of control. Now I'm just sad and depressed.
Yeah, I let Nerum get away with his first month. Just to enjoy yourself.
Nigga just sad and depressed now.
Just enjoy yourself.
Now I'm like, why do I even do it?
And now I was like, well, babe, you had a cute month. Now let's figure out what this looks like. What are our goals? What are our, do we have wealth goals? Is there a certain number we want to reach or not reach? Right? You work at a startup, so you need to probably talk to a financial advisor in the next month to get your separate retirement. Have you looked at the other places you worked? Have you gathered all your retirement accounts, making sure they're going in? That's the stuff you got to do. Your first month or so, you can have fun, but by month 2 or 3, you got to raggle the horses in and get focused. Be a grown up.
I'm just excited that I still was able to fit in my money for my
Actually,
virtual
I need to see that final budget to make sure stuff is allocated. You allocated to savings?
Yes.
Your personal savings, savings, and retirement?
Pay me, pay us, and pay retirement.
Yeah, that's you didn't like that, Nero.
Because Naomi gonna say, first you gotta pay yourself. I'm saying, I gotta
Before
pay.
I even say rent, I say you gotta pay yourself.
I said, okay, I pay myself. Then you gotta pay us. I said, pay us? Who the fuck is us?
What you?
You're looking at us. And I'm like, you and Mabel, I gotta pay y'all. Yeah, nigga, you gotta pay us.
You gotta have savings on it.
And you gotta put some money in that fucking retirement.
Yep.
The fuck?
Yep.
And you gotta have a rainy day fund.
What? You never know, honey. You gotta have multiple pockets. You gotta be able to go in multiple envelopes. You gotta diversify. Is that surprised you, Nero?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just on the truth, honey.
See, look at that. Pay myself, pay us, and retirement.
Yep.
Bam.
Nero was sad.
I'm still sad.
It's okay, baby.
$74.
Anyway, we going through some pillow talk?
Yeah, what we got going on?
Power, it's your show.
Oh, shit.
This is a big, rich world.
We'll talk about it.
No, this your show.
Well, I want you to talk about it a little bit.
Well, I hope Nerum's queuing up what he needs to queue up.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert to all the niggas.
Mabel, stop licking my fucking leg, nigga.
Spoiler alert.
Shit.
Y'all know who we done lost this week?
Who we lose?
Guess.
I
Not
don't know.
Tariq. He's still among the living.
Okay, Tariq's still alive.
Tasha, Ghost, and Tommy.
Okay.
But who is gone?
We lose Kate.
Lakeisha.
What?
Lakeisha got to hear y'all.
Oh, no.
Let it play. Just let it play.
Okay.
I knew she was.
Me either. So what you bring to the fume?
I'm bringing soda. I'm bringing just a case of pop.
Okay.
It looks like we're going to be a funeral every week. So I'm going to head to the Sam's Club, the Costco, and get the 36 pack. So whoever died next week, I'm going to just bring the extra.
Okay, while you at Sam's Club, can you give me one of those lemon crunch cakes?
Just one, or you want 2 to put in the freezer?
Bring 2 so I can put one in the freezer. Shout out to Nia. Didn't know about that lemon crunch cake from Sam's Club.
Lakeisha out of here, y'all.
Oh my God.
She went out like a G.
She not really. Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, she did. I think she was trying to save it at the end,
Yeah.
but it never worked out.
Well, Keisha, she went out like a snitch anyway.
She was going to snitch, but then she backpedaled. I don't think she thinks she could just run from the feds and be like, oh, I'm just playing.
When you sign them papers, it's a wrap.
You sign them
And the thing is, she signed 2 copies. It's definitely a wrap. It's over.
Yeah.
You done signed 2 papers?
Keisha better than me. I don't think I could have signed them papers. I need to look up this my lawyer. She couldn't think of nothing.
Nothing. Just
buy
had
some
cash. Mama! And then cash. Uncle Tommy. First of all, I hate when I hate when people are dating somebody and their kids call the uncle or auntie.
Yeah, and it should just be like, just say the person name.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Mrs. something like that.
Yeah.
It do come off weird.
It comes off very
Awkward.
weird. But that's the thing that I have.
People with children and you date, what do you have them call this person?
Mm-hmm.
Just not their name? Why do you have to put the descriptor in front of it?
Right. Why he had to be Uncle Tommy? That ain't your brother.
Could it be Mr. Tommy?
Right.
Is that weird? I think I'd rather go more formal than the uncle, auntie. Yeah, Keisha out of there.
She out there.
Where do you begin?
I don't even know. You begin with Tasha is a cold bitch. That's what you start off with.
I knew Tasha was gonna kill him when she went up over there.
Because Tasha ass gonna do what the fuck Tasha gonna do.
Tasha came over tiptoeing with her buffer jacket. Tiptoeing.
So
Where you going, Keisha?
Where you going?
I gotta get out of here, girl. I gotta do this for everybody. I'm trying to protect everybody.
I'm waiting on cash. Meanwhile, fucking Cash and Tommy ass is at every kiss begins with K.
I don't even know what to say, y'all. Y'all know what it is. I felt a little sad for Tommy.
We all knew it was coming because for the last 3 episodes,
they've been telling her about Holly.
Don't you end up like Holly.
Did you see how his mama came up? Okay, we started beginning the episode when the mama started moving her shit in. She came with her own toothbrush and pictures. And then thought she was going to scare Lakeisha when she talking about, well, you know, he killed her. Boom.
Boom.
I said she tried her. And then
Holly was an unloyal bitch and he had to kill her with her bare hands.
That's get surprised the fucking mama. The mama was like, maybe you is crazy. Maybe you and my son deserve each other.
Right.
And then she packed her ship and got the fuck up out of there. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. And then what happened?
Sax and
wait, I'm still talking about when
Rosie
Tommy
Perez.
came home.
Oh.
Tommy going in the car, Cash. So did Tommy adopt Cash?
I don't know. We gonna see. Because
her baby father not that good.
No.
Maybe Lakeisha got a sister or something he can go to.
He probably gonna go to Tasha.
Oh my God.
Ooh, wouldn't that be some
I mean, but is Tommy and Ghost even now?
No, I guess so.
I think
but Ghost is gonna try to kill him.
But I think they're even. Keisha dead, and so is Angela. Tasha, the last woman standing.
But he killed Proctor too. Proctor was kind of like his best friend lawyer type thing.
He's a lawyer.
But they had like a friendly relationship.
I mean, most of the time you have a friendly relationship with your lawyer because they keep you out of some shit.
Oh.
Yep. I almost went down the story time, but I'm not.
Oh.
That's why we're pausing. So I can see where I'm heading at.
Oh, I thought you was heading down that route.
I'm not heading down that route.
Oh, okay.
But no, you friendly. You're friendly with your lawyers. You're not friends with your lawyers.
Oh.
It's the difference. We're just friendly. Anywho. But all right, yeah. Tasha put her in the grave. Tommy was about to propose. I don't know what life Tommy thought he was going to live, though. Like, I'm kind of like his mama. Like, my nigga, just because you bought a house in the suburbs, you still pushing kilos. And it was like a dope house. All they had was a kitchen table.
Well, Keisha was dumb anyway. Because everybody was just telling Keisha shit. So, Tommy, you just going to leave this house to me? No, bitch, this house is paid off.
Full.
I put it in your name just in case the fuck I go down.
Girl, he can't pull out a whole-ass mortgage on you without no signatures from you.
The hell?
The only way he put it in her house if it's paid off. Like, what are you talking about? I thought that was weird, too, when she was like, she worried about, even if it wasn't paid off, bitch, if you don't walk away from that house.
And sell that motherfucker.
Even if you owe $1,000. If you don't got the $1,000, you better see 2008 recession, get some tips.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that even didn't make sense to me.
The thing is, Keisha wasn't really built for this shit, but her ass wanted.
Really not the level. I think she could have been with Dope Boy, but not the level of like a Tommy or Ghost. No, she ain't know what that was.
She wasn't built for this.
Because she ain't have common sense. Because even the police pulling her over the middle of the side of that road didn't feel right. Like, I feel like she could have bluffed them out to give her kid back, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so y'all gonna just put me on the side of the road and take my kid? What?
Right.
Where did it make sense at? Like, I feel like a lawyer, and that's when the lawyer come in handy, could have did something for that shit.
She didn't know her rights.
Yeah, like that seems kind of weird. Sats is like a dog with a bone.
He is, though.
What's wrong with this nigga? Only whites can get fired from their job and still continue to do it. What The colonizer?
I almost fell off my shit.
What the colonizer? What nigga you know getting fired and still trying to follow up on their job? Fuck that job. That job can kiss my dick.
What you know do they fucking job?
That is some colonizer control shit. Because like it just didn't even make sense. Sats, they're not only fired you, but they're trying to put you in jail. Well, maybe you're trying to stay out of jail, but no, this nigga's still trying to do his job. He's still on assignment America.
Oh my God.
What? You ain't can find that funny?
Yes.
Sats, get a lawyer, sir. I know, and he got that black girl woman who's like, nigga, you going to jail. I said, you go to her?
When she fired his ass?
When she in her all-white Olivia Pope bag.
You go bye-bye.
She said, you going to jail. She said, I can get you in Club Fed, honey. That's about it. But you going to be in there 5 to 10.
Right. If not 20.
If not 20. Have a good day. Be blessed. What else going on? What's Tariq dumbass doing?
What are you doing? Trying to get his teacher to sell coke or whatever? You know, he was rich, ma. What the hell is this shit?
Now I'm with some of the hood people. What in the writing is going on here?
That's not how it usually works.
It is not how it usually works. With anybody selling no dope, right? Like, what? And the teacher talking about, I want the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I need to get you fired. That would have been a move. Then once you fire, maybe I can hire you on my team.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't think that was weird?
Yeah. Hey, Tariq, did that come from you? Him, what?
Who?
Oh, dumb as hell.
What day? Or how did he draw the conclusion between him answering the question and him being a dope dealer? I got a friend at Chipotle. They told me would you use to sell extra guac at Chipotle at no charge. Stupid. Then what's going on with Lawrence Tate? He can't be the governor no more. I think I missed that scene. I left the room for 3 minutes to get some fruit, and all I know is Lawrence Tate said, "You fuck me, I fuck you." I said, "What happened? When we just running for the governor?"
Oh, because you left and that the guy wife. Well, I'm trying to say the guy husband that Lawrence Tate was fucking.
Yeah.
Paid somebody to make his microphone hot. And he was cussing out ghosts.
No, he wasn't cussing out ghosts.
What
he was saying? We cuss him good. He said nigga.
Dope fiend manipulator, nigga.
Ooh.
You know
colonizers hate when we say it.
Ain't nobody worried about your shit. You ain't nothing.
Ooh. And you ain't never gonna be nothing. Ain't been nothing but a low down gutter snipe.
Talk shit about the other candidate.
He ain't nothing but a colonizer. I don't give a fuck.
And everybody's like, what?
It's like when Obama said Kanye's an asshole.
Yeah. It was worse than that.
That's kind of funny.
And then what? Ooh.
And then he come back on the air skinning and grinning.
Mm-hmm.
What'd he do?
And then he went on stage and everybody's like,
They booed him in one fell swoop.
And then, old girl that want to fuck Ghost was like, can you just take a picture with him, blah, blah, blah. But meanwhile, Ghost and Tommy is, working on killing Sax. But that didn't happen. So meanwhile, Ghost was gallivanting with them, so he didn't get time to take the picture with Councilman Tate. So everything fell through.
How Ghost got street cred in the community like that?
And so,
I'm like Lawrence Tate. Do you know who this nigga is?
Now, old girl want Ghost to be a politician or some bullshit like that.
Don't let that be the spinoff either. Not interested.
Ghost is deputy governor.
Not interested. What else happened?
What else happened? I think that's about it.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna be? We only got 3? How many episodes we got? This is the mid-season finale. What the fuck is they talking about mid-season finale?
Because I went to go check it. They having 15 or 16 episodes this season.
Oh, that's a lot for cable. Cable usually be 8 to 12?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Well, it's their season finale, so I guess they're trying to give us 2 seasons worth.
That do feel about 2 seasons worth. Okay. Yeah. Well, we got a lot more funerals to attend. I think I'm just gonna start bringing plates too. It's getting expensive.
Tell you, remind you like growing up in Detroit. Guess who died?
Guess who died? Is Power. Also, did you watch Power Confidential? How did that go? Well, who was on there?
Lala was on there. Tommy was on there, and the writer. And, they were talking about how this was sad for Lala because this was her last scene and things of that sort.
What you mean it was sad for her?
Because she gone bye-bye.
I mean, she made it pretty far.
She did.
Because in the last 3 episodes, only going to be Tommy, Ghost, Tasha, and Tariq. I shouldn't worry about Tasha mama dying. Is that dope money? Duh, Mom.
Where's that girl? Where's Yasmin?
She's supposed to be with the grandma, so I'm assuming she in the front room counting up the dope.
Oh.
I don't know, honey. Won't that be hilarious? if
We ain't
come-
seen
she
Yas in a minute. Next thing you know, she gonna be the same age as Tariq.
Ooh, you know what? I would appreciate the power to flash forward.
Mm-hmm.
So some people might die, some people might go to jail, and if we can flash forward to where everyone's at a neutral place, that would be interesting to see.
Where Tariq is at? Choke? Not Choke. What's
Like
Callister?
grown. No, grown.
Oh.
So in his 30s.
So when Tariq is the same age as Ghost doing the same drug dealer shit?
Oh my God. You think he gonna survive that? I don't think. Everyone keeps talking about Tariq is smart. I haven't seen him do anything smart.
Well, that nigga book smart.
Yeah.
He dumb as... Never
He's
mind.
not the most street
No,
smart.
he's not the street. He think he's smart, but he ain't.
Yeah. Like he know a bunch of William Shakespeare sonnets and shit and where the red fern grows. But that only take you so far on the hood.
Yeah.
See who his complete shadow is, who Dre. Remember when he was a couple episodes ago and Dre was like, you just gonna let him sit on your block? And he just ran up on that boy. I said, God damn. You remind me of, I finally got near him watching The Godfather of Harlem. Remember when Bumpy Johnson slapped the shit out of that black boy?
Yes.
That white girl?
Yes.
How did you feel near
I was
him?
like, ooh.
He said something like, what did he even talk back
He's
to
like,
him
I'm
about?
not going with her. And he's like... shit. And he goes, Nyami ass, pause. Rewind that.
I said, I am not for whooping your child ass. But I do think that was the scene that was called for. I think if Tariq would have got smacked a couple times, we wouldn't be in the situation we were.
Exactly.
Like, it literally slapped the thought out of his head.
Sure
What he
did.
said.
Fucked him up.
I know what the old folks like, I'll slap the taste out your fucking mouth. That's what he did. They got some good shit talking on Godfather of Harlem. Yo, gully geechee nigga. I said, oh my God.
Ooh.
Like, just the way they said, oh, high yellow motherfucker. I said, what? Is that how they used to talk bad about
Yes.
me? I wish my grandfather was alive because, you know me, I'm messy. I'll play back the scene. Is this something you would, is this
It's something you would say.
say? Is this how you do it? But it was some good read. What you think about it, Miriam? Since you jumped in, what you did one episode?
I did the first episode. It's good. It's interesting.
Forrest Whitaker always bring it.
You know, I just have questions. Where is Frank Lucas?
You want an American gangster type. All this stuff is
No.
done took some fictional liberties too.
I know, but still,
You ready for Frank Lucas? He still got some time because he's young still.
Frank Lucas was his driver. What you talking about?
Frank Lucas came around in the 70s.
But he was his driver. Frank Lucas was
I
Bumpy
know who
Johnson's
Frank
driver.
Lucas
Allegedly.
was.
That's what they said. Because the thing is,
I said you was there.
no, because that's what I want to go look at the Wikipedia because I was like,
humans fill that in.
I know, but shit.
You got to read their bio.
But what I was saying is they were saying like how Frank Lucas was like Bumpy Johnson's driver for like 15 years or something like that.
It might be the character there. They just haven't had a storyline. This is the first episode.
I know.
So they could have seasons on this, right? So they can make an adjustment where something happens to that driver, then they hire him, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the other thing is, the thing with Bumpy Johnson is that he died like 5 years after him getting out of prison.
That's true. Because he tried like eating ham hocks or some shit like that. He had a heart attack. Or aneurysm, right?
Congestive heart failure.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Where is
Where we
Frank?
at?
Yeah, where we at, and where is Frank Lucas? And so, if Bumpy Johnson only died 5 years after him being in prison, and we start with him coming out of prison, we only got 5 years left. So, where the hell is?
Where's he at?
Where's Frank Lucas?
Okay.
That's my question.
Okay. You hood niggas loved. Never mind.
Love or what?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it.
I
think it's
enjoyed
very
it
good.
too.
I'm loving all the actors in there. Some of the actors I don't even know. I think they're good. The person who's playing Malcolm X scarily resembles him.
Yes, he
Right?
does.
Wow.
He talks like him too.
Honestly, I don't. Never mind. I'm about to say something real ignorant.
Oh,
I was gonna say, when's the last time you seen niggas look like Malcolm X?
never.
Anywho, are we moving on? One more pillow talk.
Yeah.
Pillow talk topic.
What you got?
I've been looking in a lot of these different blogs. They keep talking about cookie jar relationships
Yeah, what's
and
up?
why they're on the rise. Honestly, it's about being the backup. So when you think of like being in a cookie jar relationship, you always know that one that you always keep in your phone. It's I would say it's a step above a booty call because a booty call, for the most part, there's a common understanding. You go my way, I go my way. But the cookie jar relationship is when like y'all maybe been friends or known each other for years, and there'll be moments where Like, maybe you do have sets. Maybe you do go out to dinner. Maybe they do spend the night. You do weird, like, very situationship type. But the thing about the cookie jar is that you keep coming and going. Like, that's why it's called the cookie jar. So it's like, okay, I'm going to close the cookie jar now. But also, you never make the firm commitment. So this isn't someone like you've been with, you had a relationship with, then you go off and you, like, it's not your rebound person. This is literally the cookie jar person. And I just want to talk about it on the podcast to see if anyone near them, I could talk about cookie jar relationships. Y'all have talked about it and just unpack it a little bit. Just a new term. Have you ever heard of that, Nerum?
No, I never.
Do you know what the fuck I'm talking about?
No, I still don't. That's what I'm trying to read.
You've never had a relationship with someone where y'all got along really good, but no one ever, either you or the other person never committed, but y'all would like go on dates and you would like be with each other, or you would have sets, or like you would introduce them to like people or friends around you, but you never made that official commitment, and it would like just go on and off.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
That's the cookie jar relationship.
Oh, okay.
Because a booty call is like you just come in the depths of the night and nobody see you. You don't know who it is, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't even know really what they look like in the daylight. But a cookie jar relationship, you can go out in the daylight. People might even mistaken you for a couple, but it's very clear that y'all are not a couple.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
What you think about that? The cookie jars.
You know, niggas.
The backup.
They just be putting all types of things together.
What
Okay.
you mean the niggas be putting all types? It's a real thing.
Yeah, it is.
Talk about your experience with it now.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Pause.
Pause.
No, you tell me about your experience first.
Why?
Because now y'all be think she's slick. Because she be like, well, tell me about your experience there. And then I'll talk about mine for like, oh. And then she passed all this judgment.
I don't pass one bit of judgment.
And then she be wanting to
talk
talk
wrap up the show.
Yeah, and then she want to talk to me before I go to bed. So I'm going to tell me more about this.
Are you going to tell?
Yeah, after you tell me yours.
Okay, what questions? The thing is, you have to ask questions.
No, just tell me. Open up and tell me about your cookie jar experience.
What about it?
How it happened? When it went down? What age frame? What time period?
Now I'm getting like Nyambi. It happened when I was like much younger. And
how old? Younger?
I don't know. Maybe college.
Oh, when?
No,
Pre-Nero? Post-Nero?
Pre-Nero.
Was the nigga around after me? It's a cookie jar, so yeah, you might fell out with me.
Overlap.
Okay.
Overlap. It was some overlap. We weren't official though.
Okay.
But there was some overlap. I would say in this situation, I wasn't the person going back and forth. Like, I think at a point in time, like our relationship shifted. So it was a point in time where I treated him like the cookie jar. So I would just kind of go to him where it was like, I would like to go to the movies and not go be alone. I would like to watch a movie with someone, right? Like, you just miss the company of like a man or somebody else. I would definitely use him for that. And then something, I think he picked up on that. Then something shifted in our relationship. And like, we didn't call for a minute. Then he actually reached out to me. And I was like, yeah, because he's the cookie jar. So I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm not with nobody. But I think later on in the relationship, I was like his cookie jar, right? So before I really didn't want to commit, I didn't really want to go into like a relationship, and he was more looking for that. I wasn't. And as time evolved, he wasn't looking for a relationship, and I was looking for a relationship. He actually probably was one of the reasons that I was actually more explicit with you. Like, I was like, are we going to do this or not? Because I was like, I'm not doing another cookie jar relationship, honestly, now that I think about it. Don't you feel it was the point where we were just hanging out that I was like, this is really good, but could we just make a decision on what we are and what we aren't?
Yeah.
In either way, I'm cool with it, because I think we're at a juxtaposition where we could be really, really good friends, or we could be something else. But I just need to know. You don't think it was the point I got real firm with that?
Yeah.
You can thank him for that.
Oh.
So he gave you your forever. How you feel about that? That's the story. That's how it was. But it was just this shift. And I blatantly remember us even having, like, I think it was like in my undergrad, having a relationship with him where I was like, this is not what it used to be, huh? And he was like, nah. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. I was like, I think I was even that explicit, like, this is, like, we're using each other. And he was like, yeah. I was like, I hear you. But he don't know about Nyambi and her Leo sign. And what I hate being is used.
Used and abused.
So, honestly, he should have lied. And be like, no, we just in different places, but he didn't. And, like, soon as he was like, yeah, we're using each other. I was like, I can't fuck with you no more. Like, we can't. And I think from that point, I did like a cold cutoff to the point where he even reached. I was like, we can't really do this. Because I that is my pet peeve, being used and feel like in that situation of, I don't know. It is a pride thing. It is a Leo thing. It is my ego. It is an only child thing. But feeling like I'm being taken advantage of or used, I get really, really funny. Mm-hmm. And I know that's hypocritical because there was times that I necessarily maybe was using him.
Yeah, because y'all Leos are fickle.
But personally, I couldn't do it no more. And like I instantly recognized it. And I'm so grateful that he told the truth, right?
Yeah.
But couldn't work for me. And then I got Niram on the side. And I'm like, well, let me let this nigga know. Let me cut all the niggas off. Let me just go down the roster and just say, this is where I stand. So that's my experience with it. What you think, Niram? Without trying to give up. I don't think I gave away too much. You have more questions for me?
I'll ask you off air.
Ooh, why you gotta ask me off air? You don't know anyone I used to mess with.
Do you? Do
you? Let's pray you don't. You don't.
I'm pretty sure.
We didn't really run in the same circles.
It don't matter, but I was connected.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh, okay.
I was connected.
Good to know. We didn't run the same circles.
You were probably one of them dancing motherfuckers.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but that's not who I was talking about. Mm-hmm. That's not who I was. The cookie jar. The cookie jar relationship spanned it before undergrad, into undergrad.
Oh, okay.
So no, every person I met at Ooh, let me stop. Are there any people from our undergrad listening?
Maybe.
The choice of niggas wasn't that high quality. I'm gonna just leave it like that. It just wasn't. Everyone needed a lot of work. Everyone needed a lot of work.
Okay.
Including everyone needed work.
I said okay.
Is that fair? Mm-hmm. There's no one outside of you. And I went on different dates like in my undergrad, but there was no man. There was no guy that I met that I was like, oh my God, he the one. He's amazing. He's brilliant. He's funny. He got money. None of
them knew how to change desire. Anyway.
Oh my God. It just wasn't. And I do remember having that experience. I talked to my other friends. They were like, girl, I done found my forever. He an engineer. He pre-engineering, or he in law school. He doing this. I'm like, honey, I don't know what these niggas is doing up here. I ain't gonna wait to make my school. I said, these niggas is majoring in marketing and they think they're gonna be on TV. Like, I don't know. These niggas is trash. What was niggas even majoring in? Trash. And I remember having those moments, like talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, girl, I ain't meet one black unicorn up here. They crazy. Is there any black unicorns?
Me?
Of course you, Nero.
Oh, okay.
But outside of you, was there any like black man you was like, yeah, that nigga's on it? No. None. I cannot think of one. No. And not that everybody got a pass, right? Everybody got something going on, but it's not one black man I could think of within like the year I came before, right after.
Because we went to a mid-tier state school.
But shit, could somebody be on the journey?
Ain't no black unicorns at no mid-tier
state no
school.
Black unicorns. That's why sometimes I be teasing my friends who went to these top schools because look at me.
That shit don't even matter.
It don't even matter in the end. Rock, paper, scissors. But no, it wasn't. So I didn't have that experience in my undergrad where I definitely had some friends who was like, girl, I need to marry him. Like, I understand why bitches come to school to get them MRSs because I need to get this nigga. Like, this is why. They was like, what about you, Nyambe? I said, shit. I could have stayed in Detroit for these niggas.
Well, most of them niggas came
from there. I said, didn't I see you at Fairlane? How you get into college? Stupid. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling. I already had in my mind that I was gonna be my forever in graduate school. Mm-hmm. I said this. So I said any nigga that any nigga I talked to in undergrad, like I never even had the expectations. That's probably why, like, I just had a nice personality, right? Like I never went in like, is it me or you? Like until Niram, like I really liked Niram. But the ones before, they was like, oh, you know, I was like, oh, child, we don't have to, I don't really care where you're going. Mm-hmm. Please don't invite. Like, no, we're good. They was like, you cool. I was like, yeah, I am. Why you laugh? The only thing they thinking they put in some game. I was like, child, I ain't trying to be associated with you either. Both of them mutual. Why are you laughing? Then?
Because
what?
You cool.
I'm just thinking in my head. If you see me in the streets, I don't want to be no confusion if I don't speak to you. Not even at school, right? Because we run the same hood in Detroit. So if I'm out with my family at church, nigga, don't come up to me like we know each other. Wait, we at church.
If you see me in the streets, nigga, you don't know me.
Is that shady?
When you holler, when you hit me, nigga, you don't know me.
All right, so I just like to set expectations. And I think niggas appreciated it, right? And I never had... Have you ever heard anything about me losing the streets?
Nope.
See? And I had fun, honey. It was just a mutual respect. Now, Nero, any more questions? Your turn.
Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Come on, talk about your cookie jar.
I would say same thing. Kind of spent high school to undergrad. And that's pretty much it. Like we were just somewhat cool. She was a little bit older. Like so, she graduated undergrad. I mean, not undergrad. High school, maybe what, a year before me? 2 years before me.
So she older.
Yeah, a little bit older.
Yeah.
Went to local state school.
Yeah.
But you know we were like friends with bands and things of that sort.
See, friends have been. See, that's the thing. The cookie jar, like it went there, but it didn't have to go there. With my cookie jar, like if it happened, it happened. But if it didn't,
like
that was still okay too, because you're still cool people.
Yeah, like we would like went to the movies and things like that. We occasionally have sex.
Yeah.
And then when I went to school out of town, like, she got in a relationship. You know, but we still like talk friends.
Yeah, it was very much like that. Like, oh, you in a relationship now? Well, okay, cool.
Yeah, like,
Call me when you're done.
But we still like talk friend wise and stuff because it was a good conversation.
Yeah.
And then when I got a relationship, you know, she was out of a relationship. It was the same thing, movies, whatnot, and things of that sort.
Yeah.
But at that point, like, you know, we was thinking that phase that I would think like she kind of messed it up because, you know, she put these rules on like at the beginning, like, you know, I ain't really trying to catch feelings, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, we ain't do that for my country.
And I was like, all right, cool. So, you know, I was out there living my life. We, you know, we do what when we on, we on. When we off, we off.
Yeah.
And I think when I came back that summer, and she's like, well, you know, I'm really feeling you. We should try to make this happen. And I'm like, no.
Oh, was I around?
No.
Was I there? Oh, no.
No.
Okay.
Like this is before I came up there.
Okay.
And so it was around the time where I had left Black College, and, you know, it was that summertime where I was just there. And she was like, the in between. And she was like, you know, I'm feeling you, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, we should try to make this happen. I'm like, no.
Ooh. Yeah. That's the thing about cookie jar relationships. I feel like they're never in tune.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's never a point where both parties are equally bought in. Like there's always a point where one's more bought into the other, and then it sways. Like, I think that's what makes the ice on the cookie jar. Like the levels of power go back and forth, and that's the fucked up part about cookie jar relationships.
It's almost like the one that got away.
Absolutely, sort of, yeah. Maybe not that intense, but it was one of the ones where it's like, oh yeah, if we would have met at a certain place and time,
like this could have been it.
It would have been it. Mm-hmm. But we always were missing each other, right? With life or just how we were feeling and how we were just moving. We just missed each other.
Yeah.
Huh. Those cookie jar relationships, Nero.
Yeah.
You know also what I want to talk about?
What?
You know what I realized? I was talking with, again, some of my direct reports. You know, they be babies. And, you know, I always ask them how they doing, you know, personally or professionally. You know, one of these babies had the nerve to tell me, I feel so free now that I got rid of my dating apps.
Yo, what?
They dating apps.
Oh.
Is that something you tell your manager? Am I too unbounded?
The thing is, we didn't really get into the phase where we had dating apps to go
That's where I'm getting to, where honestly I asked more questions because I was just curious. I was like, well, tell me more.
Sometimes I be asking my personal trainer.
I don't know what.
I've never
been on a dating app except that one I made mistake for dogs.
Oh yeah.
And I just had to tell Niram because I know I canceled it, but I ain't know if you Google my name, that shit come up. And Niram be like, what the fuck? Why is you and Mabel on here? Because you know the internet never really go away.
No.
You can delete it, but it never really go away. So I ain't want Niram Googling or some shit come up.
And now Niram, I have a funny story to tell you.
Lying.
Lying ass.
I think I told you like that night.
Naomi that went on a dog date with
Do y'all
somebody.
know this? I thought it was an app for new people with dogs, and you have like dog dates. But I did it. It was actually people who have dogs who looking for dates.
You looking for doggy play dates.
I was looking for doggy play dates, and they was looking
for-
to play with me. So much so that I started my thing, and I ain't know. I should have said that I showed you. Like, as soon as I created my profile, like, this white man reached out to me and was like, oh, Mabel looks so good. I think him and Carlos will have a good time, but we'll have even better time. And I was like, I said, that's a interesting way to invite me to the dog park. Then I had to see what's going on, and then I was like, oh, I think I got in the app by mistake, and I just deleted everything. But I sent him the message first. I hope he got it. I hope it wasn't no situation where I just went ghost on him.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, I don't want. The only reason I say it because my direct reports always be talking about it takes so much energy, and you play this back and forth, and niggas just go ghost. What the girl was complaining to me about is that either when she did these dating apps, they play 20 questions with her, and then just disappear, or like they'll like invest and just like disappear, and it's just too much emotionally. I've never signed up for a dating app, and I think in our generation, especially with us, Niram, it's huge. Yeah. But I don't even know what the process is like. I wouldn't even know what picture to put up. How do you ask questions? Maybe we would be perfect people on dating app because I would be so forward. Hi, new here. Never had it. Want to hang out? You cute. Can we talk?
No? Okay.
Or what the kids tell me is they don't even exchange numbers. I was like, oh, so y'all like DM until you like text message back and forth? They was like, no, that's moving too quick, Nyambi. What I usually do is share my Instagram. I said, oh, that's a phase in dating?
Yeah.
Sharing your social media?
Yeah. So you can contact through there.
And then I was like, then what? And then she was like, oh, then he's supposed to like some of my pictures, do some comments. Then he can DM me about some of the pictures, connected to the pictures, and then me. And then we can start a conversation. That's way too fucking much.
And that's way too damn superficial. So I got to go on your damn pictures and find something I like in these pictures that your ass took 30 pictures of?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
And then you slide in the DMs.
Fuck out of here. You want to fucking know.
That's what I was going to say. What's this? I watched they had a commercial for, what's it called? Hinged?
Oh, yeah. The
what was the tagline?
The dating app that's meant to be deleted. Something
I took that as very sexual.
Uh-oh.
I took that as like a cheater's app. What did you take that as?
That they have a high success rate of finding people then
on something called Hinged. Okay. Can y'all give us some tips about dating apps?
You want to go on there? You want to hall pass? What? I don't know. You want to hall pass for a week to go on there and play?
No, I've heard negative, very bad reviews. Oh. I'm old school. I'm going to go on Match.com. Oh. Wait, when they do their free match weekend, what's that, Valentine's Day?
Yes.
I'm going to go on there then.
You going to go on there? All right. You might find Mr. White.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Right.
Is it going to be you? It probably be you.
Maybe.
Anywho. All right. We're going to read this listener letter.
The thing is, I was going to say, the thing is, I usually fail those standard ass tests. So
it's not to be failed. It's a spectrum. They just going to let you know who you should be paired with.
So
it's going to end up being me. How did you get here? You done followed me here? Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to do our listener letter and then close them out. Or you want to say that one for Wednesday?
I'll say it for Wednesday.
Yeah, because it's a job hunting one. We have a whole episode about it.
Yeah.
All righty, we'll close this out now.
Well, as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com to leave a question for Kitchen Table Talk. Shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud. We got that voicemail. That's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.